1, 2.
When it rains, it snores.
Like a rare breed, a breath of fresh air, you can see me. People stand up just to greet me. Role model kids wanna be me.
It's all about the risk.
Listen now, later you'll
If
believe
anyone
me.
pays
Got you
taxes,
under my
instant
spell, the
ban.
whole thing was easy. I just come and wink my eye like a genie. Crown on, yellow peasant can
We're all
king me.
gonna die. Fuck semantics.
really not
Fuck
modification.
taxes. Revolt. Revolt, everybody. Hello and welcome everyone to Nickel City X-Wing. My name's Greg and we've got 3 big draft league games for you tonight. This first one, a dog fight, and that's dog D-A-W-G, between Chris Jenner, aka Let the Wookiee Win, and John M, aka Gypsy Gambit. Classic Havoc v Hot Shots. Let's do the videos. Havoc.
Cry havoc! And let slip the guns of war!
3-time champs. And
Disgusting.
their opponent, the Hot Shots. AKA Team Europe. Now joining us with what seems like the worst microphone connection of all time is a man who needs no introduction, but is gonna get one anyway. The Scott to your will. The I am to your are not. Ooh, that's actually pretty good.
The I am to your are not.
Yeah.
The
but
I
like,
am to your Arnett.
Yeah, but like will are not.
Yeah, but like Will Arnett. Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we're saying the same thing here.
Yeah. Well, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I am on my AirPods. I'm washing dishes and cooking, but like
Well, what
I
are you
wanted to
making?
hang out.
What are you making?
I am being adventurous and I am trying to make a shrimp etouffee.
A what?
Shrimp etouffee?
All right. I don't know what an etouffee is, but I've heard of shrimp before, so that's good.
Yeah, it's just like a smothered Cajun dish.
I've noticed that Cajun food is a lot of soup, just called different things.
It's
isn't-
quicker than soup, Greg.
This isn't soup, it's gumbo. Dude, that's
All right,
soup.
That one you got me. The difference between soup and gumbo is non-existent to me.
There's no shame in, like, soup's fine. Everyone likes a soup every now and then. There's no shame in calling it a soup. It's a gumbo. Get out of here.
Yeah, it's better than a soup.
Right. I'm
Sure,
sorry.
No Rue having soup out of here.
I'm sorry, po' boys, but you're a sandwich. You're
It's
not
a
your
po'
own
boy.
thing. You are not
It's
your
its
own
own
thing.
thing.
You are a pressed
own thing.
sandwich. Subway's been doing it for years.
That doesn't count as a sandwich. It's not bread.
I'm sorry, what?
In Europe, Subway's bread doesn't count as bread because of the sugar content. So they can't call it sandwiches.
Okay, am I in Europe all of a sudden? Why the fuck
No,
would I
but,
give
like-
a shit about that weird-ass place?
Because we're the most obese country on the planet. Like, if there's another country saying, "Hey, don't eat American food because it's bad," like, I don't know, maybe listen to them.
Listen, I'm not taking advice from the place whose number one fast food joint is KFC. That's a fucking fact, too. KFC is a fucking Christmas delicacy in Asia. It's 100% true. So you know what? I'm maybe not listening to their criticism. What has Europe done that's sane lately?
They've been kind of quiet lately.
Have
They
they?
haven't lost.
Because
They haven't lost a multi-million-dollar stealth jet.
Okay, all they've done is lost their own borders 1,000 times. And second off, they've been quiet lately because every news headline I'm reading about is Ukraine and Russia.
Are they part of the European Union?
They're not part
Excuse
of the
me
Union,
for
they're
my-
still in Europe.
All right, technicality, I guess.
What do you mean? The being in the European Union is the technicality part of that. Kyo knows that's Vader, right?
I think the term is "fuck it, we ball."
But like, Kyo, that's Vader.
Fuck it, we ball.
Oh, Vader, you coward. Yeah, Vader clearly does not ball. Pussy Vader, that's correct. Vader is a coward. See, the chat gets it.
Are you appeasing to the mob now, Greg?
Well, when the chat's right, the chat's right. It doesn't happen often. We got to celebrate these dubs. So I'm correct in saying that you can't even see the game.
Oh, I have it up on my TV. I can see the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that I was just going to be able to say whatever. I'm like, oh my God, Vizier just one-shot Han.
You could still say whatever. That's... Explain the crit chain that Vizier one-shots on.
No.
No.
Simple. You just say no. Han just did a 5K. Oh, you didn't see the new card AMG released at whatever, a Gava? A Yo Gava Gava?
The not X-Wing mini extravaganza?
Yes, the mini extravaganza minus half of our games. There. I mean, all I did the whole time was sit around and paint, and if you're into that sort of thing, I imagine it was a very good time.
I will say a lot of their Legion announcements were very good.
I don't pay attention to Legion. And
I
I
know
only
this
get
is
my
not-
Legion opinions from Yavin Base. What he likes, I like. That's it. Two fat guys streaming our lives away. Got to stick together.
Yavin Base?
Yeah, that's his name on fucking Twitch, Yavin Base.
Yeah, where is he? Give us an opinion, Yavin.
I don't know his actual name. Never got that far.
I mean, I don't mind going by my Discord handle for the rest of my life.
Scooter? I have the hardest time. I have the hardest time calling you Scooter because Will Scott is so like fast already. Like it's hard to nickname that.
Well, Will is already nicknamed.
Yeah, I know. So you're like, you're nicknaming nicknames. It's too many nicknames. At some point, that's harder than the name.
I mean, it also, well, Scooter is also harder than Scott to say. So, whatever. It's a nickname. Living with it.
I feel like every time I stream, it just becomes a Seinfeld episode.
I mean, we did set the precedence that we don't talk about the game during the streams. So, like,
Yeah, I mean, we talk about the game, but like, there's nothing to talk about right now. Y'all are smart enough to see that there's fucking two groups of ships.
oh, but what Civil War battle reenactment do we have going on here, Greg?
Gosh, I don't even know what battle this would remind me of. I guess a little bit of Gettysburg, because it's like the middle that's being ignored. That wasn't all of Gettysburg. That was just some of Gettysburg. I love that Kyo's the most aggressive ship I've ever seen in my life.
Pretty good for 3 points.
Yeah, take a lock. You're pure offense, baby.
So, Greg, how often do you think about the Roman Empire?
You know, I've seen the meme. And I tried to think about how often I like have thought about the Roman Empire. And I feel like I really only think about it when like you know, like pop culture things reference it. Like you watch TV or someone's like, "Go Spartans," and you're like, "Well, that's Greek,
Oh, the
but
fall of
Greek
Rome.
makes me think of Rome." Wedge, get out of there, Wedge. Yeah, but some of us, probably just me, only listen to this stream. Well, then it's like you're getting a brand new comedy hour stand up every day.
Every stream, it's a new experience.
Yeah, how lucky you must feel.
Every stream, it's a new experience.
I've been thinking about it through the mind of Napoleon. Been addicted to the Age of Napoleon podcast. I'm not a big podcast person. I feel like I should be, just not. Here comes Vader. Here comes the Vader. Probably gonna burn her. Here comes the Vader. Vader does burn her. And the Vader's gonna lock. And then probably spend a force.
Yes, but did he stick his hand in the pudding?
This is Boy Vader? It is a Boy Vader, not a SSP. All right,
So he did not.
Han Solo doesn't like that first roll, likes this one a little bit better. Hey, crit. And there go the shields on Vizier.
God, it must be nice to fly a ship that you're just like, I don't like that roll. I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, I think that's why people like it. Here's Wedgimus Antilles, a 2-dice attack into Vader at range 3. Wedge, don't do it. Don't do it, Wedge.
Do it,
No.
Wedge. Do it, Wedge.
Wedge, no.
Do it.
Wedge, so many shots are coming, Wedge.
Do it.
And he says no, and Vader rolls out. We go to Hera.
Focus is for offense only.
Hera now has a range 3 obstructed shot into the Green Bomber. That Green Bomber, of course, being Major Rhymer. Rhymer blanks on the defense and takes a hit, which turns into 2. What a dick. Roll an evade, man. Yeah, the full Soontir. Absolutely. We're calling that the full to Soontir. Did the full.
Wait. If he took one hit, how'd it turn into 2?
It was a crit.
Oh, it was a crit. Okay.
Here's Vader. Let's go ahead and reroll all that, man. Yeah, just go ahead and reroll all of it. Okay, gonna spend all 3 force. And make 2 of them crits for funsies, I guess. Oh, only spent 2 force. Because he used Palp on one. Han 2 shots at a defense. Doesn't find it. That's 3 shields. Guess I'm going to close bets. Tomox does have Wedge. This is a barrage rocket obstructed. So classic 3v3 natties for ye old Tomox. Wedge, much more saddy, is going to spend a focus. Take the shields. A lot of shields going down. This is a chance engagement, by the way, so half points is a thing. Now you gotta shoot wedge. You have to. You got to.
Have to. How do I make money on this? It's just too good of an opportunity.
You got to do it. 3 dice into 2 on wedge. In bullseye and, Jonas. Go ahead, reroll that one. Go ahead, spend. That's 3 hits into wedge. Wedge blank skis. Wedge down to 1, sirs. Vizier lining up wedge with the shot. It's not good. Spends for 1. Wedge, can you find a paint? Hera saves wedge.
That should be the game. Find a paint.
They'll each get a point for being towards the center. But John getting that first sweet half points.
Get a half of wedge for like a shield on Vader? Not even.
Yeah, half a wedge for 2 damage on Reimer. We're going to miss you, Wedge. Don't forget the Viz shields. I'm not forgetting the Viz shields. That is meaningless. You know what's wild, Will?
What's up, Greg?
I walked into a store today. Gave them American money. They gave me weed gummies, and it was all above board. I didn't even wear sunglasses.
When you say above board,
Above board.
like over the counter?
Yeah.
Just say over the counter, above board. What is it?
No,
You're
above
turning
board
into
means it
Brando.
wasn't illegal. Like, there was
Right,
nothing
yeah.
wrong.
Greg, get with the times, old man.
I'm just saying, it's a weird feeling. I've spent a lot of my adult life keeping all that under the table.
How ripped are you?
How ripped?
Yeah. You said stream was going to get lit? How many have you had?
What
How
are
deep
you
are we?
talking about?
How many gummies have you ingested?
Just 1, first of all. 2,
Okay.
I didn't say the stream was going to get lit.
Should.
Noah, you're a fucking old-ass Reaganite. Don't call me boomer.
I mean, this kind of boomer speak there, Greg. Saying something's overboard. Like,
Above board. First off, it's above
okay,
board.
all right.
Second,
Yeah.
that's a fucking normal saying.
Is it? Boomer?
Yes.
Yeah. Back in the 70s, maybe.
Above board is a fucking... Yeah, overboard is off the ship.
You're overboard.
You're overboard. Vizier, the 1 turn. What a guy. What a loyal
Almost a coward.
servant. You think Vizier's a coward?
Sometimes.
Nah, he just
He's
knows
the-
his limitations.
He's the coordinate one, right?
Yeah.
Coward.
And these bombers line up in a row. Hilarious. That's a hilarious formation to me. Han's gonna not boost. Instead will. And Wedge is gonna be like, if I die, I die well. I think Wedge and Hera both die in this turn.
That's sad. That's gonna be a sad rebel day.
I think Chris is just gone. You know what? I'm not going out alone. No, I thought Vader would move that to Hera. So it looks like Han and Wedge are the targets. Hurrah Syndulla does have proton cannons. No, use your proton cannon. Use your proton. No.
Wait, can't she double tap?
Yeah, but you know, she got the double mod. Just use the proton cannon. Gonna spend the lock for the proton cannon shot, and now it doesn't have a mod for these. Just the thing. One double modded shot is way better than two unmodded one taps. Gets to change one of those. Hit crit. Reimer's gonna spend a palp charge to make it just a crit. And that crit is, I don't know, they always put it in the box, but they don't realize the orientation of the box. It's a weapons failure.
That's pretty good. It just kind of saves you a little bit.
Well, you need to kill him. Reimer's not allowed to shoot this turn. Four dice for Wedge. Hey, if you spend, that's a reroll. Hey, if you spend,
Bangers.
gets the evade. Gonna take 2 crits now. Isn't dead. I don't understand. Hey, these are crits. Oh, crack shot. Crack shotted.
Whoop.
Get crack shotted, son. Reimer comes off the board. Han now into Jonas. You know what? Some would say keep it. And I also say keep it. Hit crit.
It's pretty good to keep.
Ooh, into the blank skis. Immediate half points. Ooh, a disabled power regulator. So that is going to be an ion token. Second shot. Coming into Tomax. Hit crit. Still pretty good. It is a crit. It is a bomber. 1, 2 evades that bitch. Vader now. Into Han. Range 1. Classic 4v1. Turn that crit. Spend your lock. Oh, blanks into blanks, but is allowed to Vader it to hit crit. Seems fair. Han gonna get 2 chances at rolling paint. Finds it. Hit crit. Shields down on Han. Yeah, you have to kill Wedge here, right? You gotta. You gots to. Seems conflicted, but just go ahead and get Wedge off the board.
Yeah, it's Wedge's 5 here. 5 points.
Yes. All right, 3 dice. And it's a full string. That's a dead Wedge. Goodbye, Wedge. We hardly knew you.
Trading Wedge for a bomber and a half is pretty good.
Yeah, but it's a bomber and a half and all of Han's shields. And you're not done paying.
Oh, there's taxes to be paid after this.
Gonna go into Hera, but why not on? Hit, crit into Hera. Hera takes 3 of her shields, almost half there. You still have your range 1. Kyo gonna go first. Probably gonna be a concussion missile into Vader. And that is yay but 1 hit. And the lock is spent, and it turns into yay but 2. Vader rolls out of it comfortably. And now Vizier has a range 1 Bangarooski, as we call it in the biz. And that's just 1 hit, 3 crits into the B-Wing. Just Natalie. 3 crits go through.
Oh, on shields at least.
First one is a fuel leak into a stunned pilot. Hera alive on 1 with a stunned pilot. And then they'll each score a point for the center.
How kind of that center objective to be there.
It's technically 9-7.
Technically 9-7. So if it wasn't technically, what would it be?
I mean, it feels like 30-0.
Yeah, Empire's kind of running away with it. So, Greg, how are you doing in fantasy football?
Jason figured
other
it
leagues
out?
besides the
Jason?
Yeah.
the city one that we're in.
Yeah,
I
this
got
one hurts.
trounced this week in the other league.
Oh.
Ran into Kirk Cousins with Justin Jefferson. Fucking all of their receivers fucking went off. They had so many points. I didn't even have like a bad amount of points. But I got rushed.
One of those days.
And in the NTX league, I'm fucking 2-0 because you guys suck at this.
I put up
league,
like
131 to 98 a trade. Why'd you even come for the king?
I put up 159 and still lost this week, I think.
Oh, that is so tough.
I know. I think it's because Chubb went out, which ripped that man's leg.
What are you talking about? You're Dynasties.
Do I not have Chubb in that league? What's my running?
You do have Chubb in the league, but like you're up 120 to 98.
Oh, is that there's another one that I put up like 159, and then my opponent came back and scored like 160.2 or something goofy. Let's see what that is. Oh, it was another one. But that person has a name of Death Stars and a picture of Thrawn, so I just assumed it was my X-Wing.
Well, you know what they say when you assume.
Greg, I am an ass. I'm sorry.
I do not accept your apology.
That's fine. You don't have to.
is Hera gonna go?
Classic rebel trick, one straight.
And the Bombers just have an easy one forward. A 4K from Vader. Jim the Medium, thank you for the follow. Hurrah! Range 1, 4v2. Into Jonas. His name is Full String. Harry is spending the focus. Oh my god, he natties again. Which means Han has to waste a shot. Han range 1 into Jonas. Three is good enough. Goodbye, Jonas.
His name was Jonas.
Now, do you go for Vizier? Do you go for Tomox? Looks like it's going to be Tomox. Get that big die. That's a pretty good string there. I'd live with that. Nope. It got much worse. And Tomox natties. These bombers.
It's frustrating.
And Vader just fucking natties. John just nattying. Literally the only thing John does. All right, now Tomox has got a barrage into Keo. Just roll. Oh my god, he natties again.
Natties again. Just disgusting.
Keo force evade? Yeah, Keo force evade. Oh, he's gonna make him sat salvo. Keo force evade? Wait. Yes, Keo force evade, but now takes a shield.
Hold up.
Keo, just go ahead, take that range 1 into Vizier. Huh? 2 dice, so. No, there's the third. And for 1 into Vizier, I'm just gonna say Vizier rolls a natty. Oh, look at that. It's gonna have to spend, pal. Vizier, measuring. And into Keo, 4 dice. It's natties. Jesus Christ, John. Chris has a family.
God. Chris is a decent guy. Stop.
He's so nice. This is bully behavior. This is what happens when we let the Europeans get in their own little thing together. TTS has picked the winner. TTS has spoken. Well, they each get a point. Honestly, it's only 16-10, which feels like an incredible compliment to Chris.
Yeah. Yep. That's. Oh, Kyo's still hanging out.
Still hanging out, still having fun. She's number one. No,
There's
she's
not.
dead. Kyo's been dead.
Oh,
It's
she's
Han
dead.
Solo versus the world.
She's been dead. Oh, it is Han versus the world. Gross.
And he's not going to be able to hold the center point either. So, you know.
Taking time bomb.
Just needs to do 12 damage to Tomax and Vizier.
And we don't have double taps.
Well, we'll have double taps, but we won't have the rerolls. This is only round 4. We've had 4 rounds of play.
It's still a
Seems like a
banger
high-
of a game for the Empire.
This is a high-scoring game for 4 rounds.
Yeah.
So hear me out. Chris just needs to breathe, think about his win con, and then cheat.
Just grab as much dice as you can hold in your hand and start rolling.
Yeah, exactly. Mox did drop a bomblet. Double focus. Lord Vader. Takes the target lock. What a Chad. Target lock. Han takes 2 from the bomblet. That's the maximum you can take, Will.
It's just getting away with all sorts of damage here. Just getting away with all sorts of damage here.
Into Vizier first. Not great. 1 hit. Vizier. Ooh, Blinskies. Vizier to 5. Hit crit into Vader. And Vader evades. Han not taking any shots back, but also not getting a piece of that center. Oh, we got Hafa Han. That brings him to 21. And that's it.
Oh, great game.
Yeah, I mean, bloody. All
Give
right,
us dice stats.
I want to see him. Let's get the last word, and we'll go on to game 2.
And now for the last word with Buster Skysfudger.
And remember folks, every high fly ball started as a ground ball. It's not about where you begin, but how you rise above. For NCX, I'm Buster Skysfudger.